It's great to see new products added to the AWA consideration set, and Fuse Dynamic Payments is a great product that dealers may not have heard about. Fuse is a product platform that evolved out of the Walser organization with over 28 stores. In the United States, Walser's team have been innovators in automotive retail, and they've brought to market some of their best technology that helps their dealer group stay fast and efficient to market. Fuse Dynamic Payments allows dealers to create in real time dynamic payments for specials, whether those specials are being used on their website or used in advertising, based on the dealer's parameters, based on real-time integration with OEM incentives, rebates, and programs. Dynamic ads are created with proper disclaimers, with the proper emphasis that dealers want, especially units that the dealers may want to move, and automatically, dynamically creates those web pages on your website or produces those images to use in advertising. This year, they also have added payments as a service using their engine. Advertising companies through an API can pool and absolutely have consistent pricing, payments, and disclaimers on all advertising across Facebook or Google and to match their website. So smart agencies with their own ad tech are coming to Fuse to have that, robust, accurate dynamic payment engine as part of their advertising platform. But don't take my word for it. Let's see how easy it is for dealers to create dynamic payments and specials for their website and advertising using the new Fuse Dynamic Payments platform.
Hello, this is Alan Crutch with Fuse-Autotech. Today we're going to be speaking about Fuse Dynamic Payments. The core problem that Fuse Dynamic Payments solves is getting your offers, monthly specials, and advertised prices in alignment at the beginning of every month. With the changes in manufacturer incentives and in inventory and in pricing, it's very difficult to keep your online and advertised specials in alignment. So how do we solve this problem? We do that by creating software that generates your best offers based on in-stock inventory, available programs, and your pricing and offer strategy. Fuse Dynamic Payments is the solution. It finds the best ad-compliant payments, and it does that every single day without any manual effort. This is all happening automatically in the background. So here's what Fuse does. Every night, it performs a scan of all of your inventory and all of your various bank programs and incentives. It selects the best offers by model based on dealer and manufacturer set parameters. It then sends the best offers to your website specials pages, as well as your advertising partners, so that you have updated and replaced specials every day based on the inventory that's in stock, based on what sold yesterday, and based on what changes manufacturers or banks may have made to their programs. The dealer has full control of the configuration of these offers. The dealer can select the offer type, how they price the car, what the default term and mileages are. They can filter by vehicle, by favorites, by current offers. They can even filter by lender. So dealerships have complete control over how their vehicles and pricing are merchandised on their websites and in their advertising. Here's a quick look at a dynamic payments dashboard. You can see in this particular case that this dealer group had 2,775 vehicles scanned the night before. That means that Fuse Dynamic Payments looked at all of those VINs and all of the available programs to come up with the offers that it created. It created over 7,000 offers, of which 900 of those offers were online. Now, this is a large dealer group with about 30 stores, so 900 offers doesn't seem like a lot. The key here is 57. Those are the vehicles that were replaced within 24 hours. And vehicles that are replaced are the vehicles that sold and dropped off the inventory. Sure, there can be a dealer trade here or there, but this is measuring of the vehicle specials, which ones are selling. Another look at the back end tool that shows how dealers can configure their current offers and then dive into the details. So when that customer comes in the store and says, I'd like to take a look at that $349 special, your sales manager, desk manager, or finance manager can pull up the details, and here's everything you need to know about creating that deal. The stock number, the buy rate, the residual, the lender code, everything you need to recreate that offer for the customer. With Fuse Dynamic Payments, you're able to integrate all of these dynamic payments into your vehicle specials page. This is an important question that you can answer. After a customer has been shopping for some number of hours on maybe over a dozen websites, the one question they can't answer until they come to your website is about how much per month is this vehicle. You have real offers on real vehicles that are in stock that can be replicated in the store. And as we said before, all of these offers can be placed on your advertisements on Google Ads, Facebook Auto Inventory ads, even your OTT ads through a partnership with your advertising provider. A quick look at some of the ROI numbers on Fuse Dynamic Payments. We're taking a look here at Walser Automotive Group, where this product was originally developed. And you can see that over a 12-month period, they increased their lease penetration by over 14%. The Toyota store went from 20 to 28% lease penetration by showing these competitive offers every day. To dive a little deeper, the Toyota Tundra, Walser doubled their sales of Tundras by having competitive specials and offers that customers can take advantage of posted every day on their specials pages and on their online advertising. Another key component here is that in the lifetime of this product, we've yet to have a compliance strike because all of the rules for minimum advertised price or minimum advertised payment are built into the software. There's no way for one of your team members to fat finger a key and put in a price that's going to get you a strike. That's Fuse Dynamic Payments. Thanks a lot for taking a look at this product, and we're anxious to see all of you at the AWA Awards.
It's great to see automotive groups who have strong retail processes and great success in their markets invest in taking their products to market to help other dealers, and Fuse Dynamic Payments is an exciting product that deserves your consideration set. So if you want more information on Fuse Dynamic Payments, you can go to Fuse-Autotech.com. Another new product from Fuse-Autotech is Fuse Transact. One of the complaints that dealers have with many of the digital retailing platforms is that they're more like glorified payment calculators or just another fancy lead gen tool that does not transact or present accurate data that can accurately be used in signing to complete a transaction. And that's where Fuse Transact comes into play. If you do a little research at the Walser Automotive Group, where this technology was birthed, and has been completely updated for distribution using today's latest programming technology, you're going to find out that this platform actually can transact and sell a car, whether it's in the store or online. This is a platform that integrates into Route 1, into the dealer's DMS, that produces perfect calculations and transactions that can result in an actual car sale. More importantly, the technology workflow allows a single employee to complete the entire transaction without an F&I manager. Now, maybe you're not ready to take that step. It doesn't make a difference if you want to go single point of contact or not. Fuse Transact is the building block that you need for an amazing retail operation, especially if you want to move to a single point of contact for the ultimate in customer satisfaction and operational efficiency. So let's take a look at why Fuse Transact is part of a new breed of products that are enabling a single person to do a complete car transaction with ease and efficiency to create the ultimate customer experience.
This is Alan Crutch with Fuse-Autotech, and today we're going to be speaking about Fuse Transact. Transact is our application that works in store to help dealers sell a car from one screen, oftentimes with one person, in less than an hour. I think we all understand what the challenge is, and it's been this way for way too many years. It takes too long to sell a car. And no wonder there's 7 or 8 legacy systems that are involved, sometimes 3, 4, or more people involved. And this has become very, very frustrating for consumers who now live in a digital age and are used to smooth, frictionless transactions. You can see the process, and if we were to map it out in any typical dealership, we'd find that there's lots of back and forth. There's lots of people involved, and there's lots of legacy software systems involved that lead to inefficiency, and that leads to a broken customer experience. Of course, the market's demanding change. In fact, Gen Xers in a recent survey said they prefer a root canal to negotiating with a car dealership. Customers are looking for a faster, better, more convenient way to sell a car, and Fuse is the technology that enables that new modern retail customer experience. Our process is really all about integration. In our one application, we pull all of these different legacy systems into one screen, into one application. Everything from inventory to trade-in, F&I products and accessories, finance menus, all the way through e-signatures or paper signatures where they're required, and integration into the DMS. So it's really a one-stop shop for selling a car in store. And we know that about 95% of customers prefer to buy the car in store. They prefer to see the vehicle, test drive the vehicle, compare it to other actual vehicles, and in many cases, they want to talk to a product expert. Let's take a look at the application, starting with the Choose Your Vehicle screen. Looks very much like an SRP on any number of websites, and this is where we start the process. Then on one screen, we're able to gather all of the information that allows a customer to construct a car deal. And so this is typically guided by a salesperson, but we could give the customer some control of this also. They start by entering their address so that we get accurate incentives, taxes, and fees. They can add a trade-in. They can decide what type of a transaction they want, lease, finance, cash, and then decide how much money they put down. The credit score can either be estimated by the customer, or we can do a soft pull and get an accurate credit rating to fine-tune the payments. Add on the protection products and accessories, check for conditional rebates, and you've got a beautiful quote served up in seconds for your customer. Now, it's important how we merchandise payments. You'll see that we use a Priceline style payment merchandising system. And that means that rather than the car dealer saying, here's your payment, we're having the lenders, in essence, make offers to the customer. And we're showing 3 to 5 different offers, depending on the banks and the configuration that the dealer chooses, so that a customer starts to feel more comfortable. They're starting to see these are national lending institutions. They all have slightly different rates. They all have slightly different terms, and it gives the customer a choice rather than, again, the dealer saying, here's your payment. Do you want to buy today or not? So from there, we move on and we can get to the review screen where all the details are laid out for the customer. Again, we're building trust and we're using these lender logos to build authority for our transaction as well. So all the details are here. At this point, a customer can move on, or they could move backwards and look at some more offers or another type of sale. We can start the credit application from here. And inside the Fuse platform, we have native credit application and native credit approval. Once we have an approval back, which shows up right inside of the application, the customer can sign on the iPad or Microsoft Surface. We have a native integrated signing ceremony within the application. For those documents that require a wet signature, there is a ready-to-print function that allows you to add a paper document to this where that is required by regulation. Now that we've moved through the platform, we've made a car deal, we've gotten approved credit, we've gotten signatures from the customer, and that's integrated and pushed the deal back into the DMS. We can look at some of the benefits for the dealer of doing this way. It's truly one of those few virtuous cycles in business where the customer's happier, the dealer is making transactions in less time with less friction, and they're increasing productivity and profitability. We can see here, based on the data that we've acquired, the transaction time is reduced from up to 3 hours down to 30 minutes. Not every transaction will happen in 30 minutes, but the majority of them happen in less than an hour. Units sold increases on average from 10 to 17. And this is where, we have some really high producers that are using this technology to become extremely productive. And we'll talk about a couple of those in a minute. Revenue per vehicle retailed, our F&I income, has gone up an average of $500. And here's really the big savings. When dealers move to a single point of contact business model, the direct compensation to sell a car can be halved. The national average from NADA is around $1,600 in direct compensation cost to sell a car. With the single point of contact model, that is reduced to just over $800. I mentioned some of the productivity gains that we're seeing. And Jeff Glansman, the CEO of Glansman Subaru, talked about one of his top salespeople who was averaging 28 cars a month. We'd all like to have somebody like that working for us. We'd all like to have several of them. But in this case, Fuse unlocked some unbelievable productivity for this person. He's working the same number of hours, but now he's up in the 40s, having a best month of 45. So with Fuse, we're starting to look at efficiency and productivity gains that we really didn't know were possible in the past. That's Fuse. We appreciate you taking a look at it, and we look forward to seeing everybody at AWA in Las Vegas.
I hope you enjoyed that excerpt from our product presentation. Dealers should know that the majority of transactions still happen in the showroom, and this technology allows any sales associate to complete the entire transaction in an hour, which is, well, I believe the future of automotive retailing. Greater operational efficiency in the showroom and with payments and figures that match what were presented online. If you'd like more information on Fuse Transact and insights on how you can be more operationally efficient in your showroom, go to Fuse-Autotech.com.